Welcome to Charlotte. Can you, I guess, first of all, talk about just being here and getting the opportunity to play again in the NFL, and were you ever concerned that this wasn't going to happen?
It's interesting. It actually came faster than I thought, but I'm happy to be playing football again.
Especially in a system that seems to fit your skill set particularly well, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, today was a good first day. I'm familiar with coverages. We actually used some of the terminology I used in college, so that was exciting for me. Kind of made the transition easier. So I'm just excited to be back on the field.
How much did it mean to you to hear Torrey Smith talk about you the way he did?
Well, I mean, we played together. Torrey was a teammate of mine in San Francisco, and I appreciate his kind words.
Eric, you mentioned that this came together a lot faster than you may have anticipated. Can you sort of take us through the process of how you ended up here?
Those circumstances have to do with my case, and so you have to talk to my lawyer about that.
What are your plans Sunday, assuming you're active in terms of the national anthem?
Again, that information is part of my case, so I can't talk about it.
Eric, the fact that you're referencing the case, that we can assume that the case will keep moving forward?
Without a doubt, yes.
When you say that this happened faster than you thought, why is that?
Because I thought it would take longer.
Does that relate to the case? Can you not expound? Okay.
Well, can you give us some insight as far as like the emotional journey, like as far as getting here, signing, and that whole spiel?
When I got the call, I had just finished working out. I was like, oh, okay, that's surprising. So just went back and forth with my agent. I said, let's do it.
It sounded like you had at least one other team interested. Why Carolina?
They had a better offer.
Were the Niners the other team there?
Yes.
Anybody else?
Not at the time, no.
Eric, I know even though you've been going through all this stuff off the field, you've been really active in the community as well, continuing to push forward the things that you believe in. And I'm wondering if you could give people who might not be as familiar with the things you've been doing in the community a look at some of the projects you've done, some of the charity work you've done, and some of the things that you've partnered with.
My main goal is to empower my people. Colin Kaepernick and I have done numerous events in the community. Recently, we went to the Lower East Side Girls Club in Harlem, which was a powerful experience because I have two daughters, and to see the programs that they have placed for the youth in the inner city is just amazing. It's very powerful. So our goal is to use our platform to empower our people and to not only open the door for us, but to build our own building and have our own door. So we want to encourage our people to be strong.
Eric, I understand several months ago you went in a different direction than the Players Coalition for reasons, I guess, of communication and management. The work you just described now that you're doing with Colin, will that stay on a separate track, or do you see
A separate track than the Players Coalition?
The Players Coalition, yeah.
Yes. The Players Coalition is an NFL-funded subversion group, so that's why I removed myself from them, and I'll keep moving forward with Colin.
Ron mentioned today that you played about 60% of the snaps on defense today. What are sort of your personal goals for the rest of this season?
To get in the playing shape. Although I've been training 5 days a week, there's nothing like being on the field, taking on blocks, chasing after fast guys. So trying to get my conditioning up, and then just helping the team. Hopefully I can make some plays, put us in a good position to win games. That's the main goal.
How long do you think it'll take you to get back into playing shape, or I guess where you'd like to be at, I guess?
Hopefully by the end of this week. Let's shoot for that.
Eric, you said back in an article in March that you wouldn't be protesting this year if you played in 2018. Is that still the case, or have you changed your mind on that?
I said that I would be considering other ways, and I'm still considering.
Can you elaborate what that might be?
Eric, did the Panthers ask you what your plans would be from a protest type standpoint?
Not before I signed, but I've talked to a couple of people about it. And as I said, I'm still evaluating the scope of our country, and I'll make that decision later.
What were your conversations, if any, with team owner David Tepper?
I haven't met him yet.
Eric, what do you bring to this defense at the safety position? And do you consider yourself among the best safeties in the NFL?
I do. I think, and I hope I bring some leadership, some presence. I'm extremely excited to be working with Dante, because he did go to a great school, and so hopefully I can. He might not need help. He's leading the team in interceptions, so maybe he can help me a little. But I'm excited to have him on my side.
How about some of the other, whether it's Luke, Thomas Davis, you're joining a defense that's got a lot of veteran and star power. Is that part of the appeal of coming to this place?
It kind of reminds me of my rookie year. We had Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman, Alden Smith, Justin Smith, Ahmad Brooks, Ray McDonald. We had some guys, and walking on that field today, it kind of brought me back to that. Julius Peppers is out there standing. I'm like, goodness. So yeah, I'm excited to play with those guys.
Monderland said that he thought you looked bigger in person. Did he have that discussion?
Yeah, I get that. Coming out of high school, all the scouts told me that I would be a linebacker. They said 100%, but I've always been a bigger safety.
Eric, what was Cap's reaction to you getting back in?
A ton of support. This will be the first time that I'm playing in the season and not having my family with me. So he's filling in some gaps for me in my absence. So I'm extremely appreciative to him for that.
And just to be clear, is your family is where?
In Jersey.
Is there a learning curve coming from the 3-4?
It's similar. I played in the 4-3 in college. But cover 4 is always cover 4. Cover 3 is always cover 3. It's just, you always got 11 people on the field. You just put them in different spots. So really it's just learning the terminology.
Have you spent a lot of time with Mike Adams, obviously you two being the field commanders back there?
Today was the first day that I spent time with the guys since it was a bye week, so everybody was out of town. But shoot, 15 years, I know we've seen it all.
You mentioned Dante, he says you said you had the best hands in the secondary. He disputes
Also without
that.
a doubt. No question. He dropped 2 today, so I'll just leave that out there.
How good is he?
How good is he? He's good. He can be great. He just has to work and keep working. He has what it takes.
Eric, do you think your signing here will maybe open the door for opportunities for Colin Kaepernick in the NFL again?
We'll see.
Had it not been for this opportunity, and who knows how the grievance will be resolved, I imagine this summer you confronted the reality that you might not play football again or might not play in a meaningful time frame. Can you explain how strongly you feel about the issue of empowerment, the one that you're standing behind, why that was worth that potential risk?
I'll put it this way. Next year will be 2019. It'll mark 400 years since the first slaves touched the soil in this country. That's 400 years of systemic oppression. That's slavery, Jim Crow, new Jim Crow, mass incarceration, you name it. The Great Depression, they come out with a New Deal. Black people didn't have access to those government stimulus packages. The New Deal set up what is known as the modern day middle class. We didn't have access to those programs, the GI Bill, Social Security, home loans, none of that. So this has been happening since my people have gotten here. And so I just felt the need to say something about it.
Anything else?
Being signed, Eric, how much more does this give you the opportunity now being actually on the field to, again, get the word out and get people to realize what you're standing behind?
I think, as we said when we started, Colin and I, nothing will change unless you talk about it. So we're going to continue to talk about it. We're going to continue to hold America to the standard that it says on paper, that we're all created equal, because it's not that way right now. But we're going to keep pushing towards that.
Do you feel comfortable? Obviously today you do, but when you made this decision to come to Carolina and come to Charlotte, did you feel like you would be supported in those endeavors?
I know the people I have in my corner, and that's all the support I need. There's always opposition when you speak on topics like I'm speaking on, but I'm a black man in America. I grew up black in America. You can't tell me that what I've experienced and what I've seen is not true.
Eric, are you
I don't want to say concerned, but you played here 2 years ago, and I believe you and Kat both knelt, and if I remember correctly, there may have been something from the stands that were said, like I'm sure at a lot of games that you participated in protesting. Do you remember what was said, particularly here, especially at a time where there, you know, a young black man had just been shot by police here? What that experience was like for you here?
I mean, I felt those emotions time and time again. You can't live in your own house in America without getting killed. So it's powerful. And like I said, I'll keep speaking for my people.